Today is October 3rd. A year ago, October 3rd, 2018, I told you about this program, Baltimore Rewired. So for the last year, I've been doing Baltimore Rewired. Been going through the efforts. So we're gonna use social media for social change. Baltimore Rewired. That's what we're doing. Baltimore Rewired. Y'all want us mad at Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump is driving the bus. We should be mad at the people that have been sitting in the office for the last 20, 30, 40 years. Y'all made me famous for toilets, so we're gonna run with that. That's President Trump. Everything that I'm telling you, you can get from President Trump. You can get it too from President Trump. Doing a documentary of social media for social change. So all the dumb things that he does, we putting on this Baltimore Rewired. All right. Not just President Trump, but President Obama, because I don't want it to be like a color issue. I want it to be opened up for everybody. You feel me? I use toilets because the toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay, or take your shit every day. All right. We talking about Baltimore Rewired. We're gonna talk about opioids. We're gonna talk about the war on drugs. We're gonna talk about how you abuse the powers of your office to incarcerate Black Baltimore City and Black Baltimore County. We're going after Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Marilyn Mosby, and the corruption in your courts, racketeering in your courts, parole and probation. You feel me? Parole and probation. We're gonna show you the movie. This is a movie. And I'm offering this to Netflix, so whoever want to buy it. Those are the movie releases. These are about the politics and the politicians. You feel me? Making a documentary about Greg Bernstein, Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. You feel me? The Controller.
Thank you. Abby.
And it's to the Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court. We're talking about the right to property. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, what we're going to do is Baltimore Rewired. And we're going to get activism created here on the East Coast. Baltimore Rewired. We're going to take that negative that you've been seeing and turn it into a positive. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. We're going to use West Wednesday's Keith Davis team and positive community activists. You feel me? Positive community activists. We're going to talk to Johns Hopkins University, University of Maryland, Towson University, Morgan State, and Micah. We're going to do podcasts, public access channel, and then we're going to sell it to Hula. We're going to sell it to whoever want to buy it. To defeat capitalism, we're going to use capitalism to defeat capitalism. Baltimore Rewired. We're going to show the positive and the good in the hood versus the negativity and the drugs versus the gangs and the violence. And we're going to use the courts to do it. Because like I said, I contacted Chief Justice Roberts. I contacted President Obama. And I contacted President Trump. We're going to talk about your prison industry. And we're going to talk about your media. We're going to talk about Kai Jackson and Mary Mubala. We're going to talk about Vic Carter and how y'all shield the racism and the corruption. We're going to talk about opioids and the abuses of opioids. We're going to talk about Judge Turnbull. You feel me? We're going to talk about Judge Starks. You feel me? We're going to talk about the House of Delegates. And we're going to talk about this toilet. Commode emotion, what you made me famous for. This is Scott Schellenberger. These are other charges that Scott Schellenberger charged me with. Alright, these are other charges. Alright. You tried to kidnap me and then you tried to violate me on parole and probation. But these are the violations that you committed. These are the cases in Maryland. And I turned you in, like I said, February the 2nd, 2011, I blew the whistle. City, county, state, and federal levels. Maryland and in Illinois. For federal investigation. This is going to be what sends you to jail. Because you abused your powers. You charged me here, you charged me with terrorism, and you charged me with the murder of Scott Greenberg. I am Dred Scott. 20 19. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, we're about to find out. Being black in America, 2020. We're going to put you to the judicial test, and we're going to take you to the Supreme Court. Y'all want to impeach him? Well, we're going to blow the whistle on you. We're going to blow the whistle on Baltimore. And we're going to use social media to do it. Facebook, Twitter. And this is the Twitter account. And this is where it all started. That case right there. Commissioner Belfield. I'm going to show you how you use the powers of your office to deny black people justice. Social media for social change. Those are the cases. These are the cases. And these are the how we're going to do it. Social media for social change, social justice. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Feel me? And if you go to Shorty's Voice, it's got 110 subscribers. But if you go to Shorty's Voice and look at that video right there, it talks about the war on drugs. If you look at that video right there, it talks about City Hall. You look at that video right there, it explains everything. None of these videos is labeled. Call it a Ghetto Da Vinci Code. But you get to hear my mouth, and you get to see the story and see the truth. Baltimore Rewired. 2020 is coming.